This took place when I was about 6.5 years old. I was sleeping in my bed, and I heard scratches underneath my bed, and it totally freaked me out. So I went under to see what it was, and there was a girl. She was barfing. She had vomit all over her mouth. She said she needed my help. I didn't know what to do, so she told me to go to this house, and she gave me an address, and to go in there, and to go into her room, and behind her dollhouse was a videotape of some sort. Well, I wasn't sure, so I asked this friend of mine. So he basically drove me to this house, and they had a funeral reception, and we walked in, and there was a man, older gentleman, crying. I guess it turns out that his daughter was the girl that I met under my bed, and we asked to go to her room, and we walked to her room. It's still made, and we found this dollhouse that she was talking about, and so we did exactly what she told me to do. We went and opened the dollhouse, and we saw this videotape, and everyone gathered around, and we put the videotape in the VCR on, and we played it, and what happened was, it was a hidden camera video that she took of her being really sick in bed, and she was putting on a little play for her dolls with the dolls, and her mother came in, and apparently her mother was putting poison in her soup, and that's basically why she died. And I guess that explains a lot of the vomiting, because she died from gradual poisoning. And I will never forget the expression on her father's face as they all looked at her mom. She wouldn't leave. So we're not a religious family. I'm not really familiar with exorcism and stuff like that, so we called this organization that wasn't necessarily religious, and they came dressed in like kind of like a jumpsuit, I guess, like really. They almost kind of look like plumbers. A lot of these electronic equipment, I had no idea what they were doing. It looked like they had some sort of a gun, but it wasn't necessarily a gun. And I showed them where the girl was under my bed, and they told me, get back and everything. And they looked like they were shooting her, and she was like screaming, and all of a sudden her voice got all demonic, and everything started shaking, and the room started like spinning around. That's what I could hear from the distance. But I'm not gonna stand around watching somebody get in a fight with a ghost. And basically what they had was this little box that they would throw under the ghost, and it had a wire, kind of like a tripwire almost, and they would step on a button, and all of a sudden this bright light would open up, and they would still be electrocuting with bolts of lightning, and all of a sudden all these gases, green gases, and stuff would get sucked into this little container, and it would close, and then it'd be dead silent, and then she was gone.